Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Real Film Reviews Podcast. I'm Eric, and I have someone else with me today. Please tell them your name.
Hi, everyone. My name is Corbett. Thank you for having me on.
We work together, and Jordan, or JD, is usually with us. He's indisposed right now. His vehicle is out of commission at the moment. And I had a couple ideas for episodes, and he said if I know someone that likes movies, get them. So
You know JD's lying, right?
Probably.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Probably. I don't know. No, he's not.
I joke. I kid.
Okay. And this is Corbet. I call him Corbet.
It's French. It's French.
It's French. I get him to say that all the time. I love it when I love to tease him. Where that's from?
No, I don't remember. What was that from?
Brotherhood Men in Tights?
Yes.
I love to tease him. Sorry, off topic.
Well.
So we're starting to talk about more movies from 1985. As I said in the first video, which I'm pretty sure I said it, but I didn't go back to listen to it because I don't watch my videos because I hate the fucking sound of my voice. So
I do too, so don't.
You do?
Yeah.
He hates the sound of my voice.
I hate the sound of your voice, my voice. I don't care.
Everyone, if the world could be quiet. If we were deaf, no, I wouldn't want to be deaf.
It's like
maybe
everyone equally don't like you. I'm kidding.
I would not be surprised if they didn't. Another gem from 1985 is Teen Wolf, directed by Rod Daniels, and starring everyone's favorite Michael J. Fox, at least my favorite. He seems like one of the nicest guys. Everyone loves him. I don't really hear anything negative about him.
Yeah.
Besides, he's not good with taking pictures.
Damn.
This is take 4, by the way. Oh
God, we suck.
Yeah, we've been trying to do this video yesterday. My phone got overheated 22 minutes in and died. And I just tried to make 2 more videos. And I apparently don't know how to work the camera. So I messed that up. So This is number 4.
Just do it.
Just do it. Starring Michael J. Fox, James Hampton, Scott Paulin, Susan Ursidy, Jerry Levine, and Jay Tarsis. Music by Miles Goodman. I don't know who that is, but I like the name. I like the music to the movie.
Very 80s.
80s.
Very 80s. But great songs. Great songs.
Apostrophe S. Why did I say that? God, you're so stupid. God.
Okay. Stupid.
But written by Jeff Loeb. And as I was looking all this up, I saw that his name goes by Jeff something Loeb III. I didn't want to put that, so I just put Jeff Loeb. I'm pretty sure that Jeff Loeb 1 and 2 didn't write this movie, so the third one did. So I think we know who that is. And as in take 4, I said it already, that he wrote the screenplay to the first movie we did on our channel, Commando, from 1985.
Right, so and I didn't know that at first. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
And it's one of his first movies, too, which I'm about to get to the facts. Cinematography by Tim Sursted. I think I totally messed up that name. I spelt it as it was shown.
Possible stroke just now.
Yeah, possible stroke. I was thinking of something else. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. The budget was $4 million, and the box office was $80 million. So it was a hit.
It did pretty good.
It did pretty good, but it was mixed reviews. So and released August 23rd, 1985.
Every movie's got them haters out there.
Yeah, everybody does.
Nothing wrong with
liking it. Stop drinking that Haterade and you start taking some of that Acrite. My cousin used to say that all the time. It's like, yes, sir. Synopsis. A high school student's life is changed when he discovers he's a werewolf. That's it. That's the fourth time I did that joke, and it still kind of hit. Yeah.
Oh well.
The way I did. Yeah. You usually have a longer synopsis, but
When something's funny, just roll with it. It's
just
good.
go with it.
Like, once again, just do it.
Just do it. He tells me that all the time at work. Every time I complain about something, he gives me the look.
Well, the fact is, there's a lot of things he don't want to do around there. So I just yell across the shop, just do it. And then he ends up doing it.
So I don't know why I complained in the first place.
It's because it don't help.
Yeah, it doesn't. I hate the sound of my own voice, and I whine. I can whine and complain more than an adult should.
Oh
well. But okay, so Teen Wolf was one of the first scripts written by Jeff Loeb, and he was hired to write it after because of Valley Girls. He did Valley Girls.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it either. And it was successful, so they're like, hey, he could do this. So, all right.
Why not?
Why not? And he said he wanted to make a comedy that would cost nothing and take very little time to make, which he started filming. They started filming in November of '84 and finished in December of '84. So
that's a very short time span for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
And to make a cohesive movie, too. Or at least I followed the plot.
Yeah.
I understood what was going on. A guy turns into a werewolf.
It's pretty much self-explanatory. So.
Boom. The project came together when Michael J. Fox accepted the role, and his family tie. He was on the show Family Ties. His co-star Meredith Baxter Brimley, or Brini. I think I misspelled that, and I don't feel like looking it up. So I apologize to that lady. I'm pretty sure she's nice, but she was pregnant at the time.
Wow.
So they put the show on hold so she could have the baby. So he got to film the movie. Baby came, back to the show. Everything was cool.
Yeah.
So
I wonder exactly how many days of filming that he actually did. The whole project took about a little over a month. I wonder how many filming days he had. Well, that's something that just kind of...
He wasn't in every scene. He was in a huge chunk of the movie, but he wasn't in every scene, so maybe shorter than that. But then again, I'm not a filmmaker, so I don't know how that works. But yes, it's a good question. That's something I would like to know. In any movie, when anybody does anything. Like, what is it? Robert Downey Jr. got paid $10 million to be in 20 minutes of Spider-Man Homecoming. When
that's right. Yeah.
Anybody else would get like that. Anybody else would get like $1,000. But Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man gets $10 million. And apparently in those next two Avenger movies, his I think his pay is in the 9-digit. But we'll talk about that down the road. Yeah.
Jeez.
Can you imagine? Just, hey, I'm Iron Man. Give me money.
Something like that.
Not really that, but close.
Shoot, he's Robert Downey Jr. That's it.
I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
James Hampton originally auditioned for the role of the coach Bobby Finstock, which he was one of my favorite characters in the movie. He didn't give a shit.
He give a shit whatsoever.
Like, how did he get the job? That's what I don't get. But he was later cast as Harold Howard, which is a weird name. Forgot they're Howard. Yeah, he plays Michael J. Fox's dad. And the beaver mascot that was in the movie. It was the logo of the Oregon State University Beavers used at that time that it was around. So
I think it's pretty cool. John Hampton. Is it John Hampton or James Hampton?
James Hampton.
James Hampton. My apologies. James Hampton played in the original Longest Yard movie.
Do what?
James Hampton played in the original Longest Yard movie.
That's a movie I always wanted to see, but I just never got around to it.
It's a pretty good movie. It really is. He played the like Chris Rock played caretaker on the remake.
Yeah.
He played the caretaker.
Oh, okay.
Character on.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at it. After this, I'm putting it on my Amazon wish list. And a few facts about the movie. Spawned a 2-season animated show. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
I think I've seen maybe a couple of clips, but I didn't care that much at the time. So, and
it's well worth it, apparently.
Yeah, and there was a sequel to the movie in '87, Teen Wolf 2, starring Jason Bateman. I love Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman is
but
funny.
That movie didn't do too well. So
yeah, I mean, it didn't do too well. It bombed big time, but it was still a good movie. So it's like, just because it bombed, watch it anyway. See what you think about it.
And they were planning a third one with Melissa Milano as a werewolf, but didn't happen, I guess, because of the failure of the second one. Yeah. And they also spawned an MTV multi-season show that was more dramatic, less comedy, but
still pretty cool, actually. I mean,
and they got I think it was canceled, and then they decided to finish it off with a TV movie, or it may not have been canceled. I didn't go too far in it. I just know that there was a few seasons and then a TV movie. There was a span between those. So,
but it was pretty good. Its run, it was pretty good, but it could have been better.
Yeah, I can't pronounce the dude's name, but one of the characters in there played Superman in the CW DC verse, and I liked the way he played Superman. And they had his own show that just ended last year that I kind of want to see. So
right,
yeah. And one more fact is this movie spawned I don't know why I said spawn, contains a very famous urban legend that we'll talk about towards the end. So, you ready to get started?
Yep.
For the fourth time?
Trying to get this right.
I'm sorry.
All right.
First shot of the movie. I like this shot. It's like a circle, which I think it's the moon, but I could see a roof around the moon. And I'm like, this is a cool shot.
See, I thought it was the moon too, and then when I realized that it was, I was like,
come to find out that it's just a light. But honestly, I thought it was a moon. So I think that's what they were going for, of course. But I was like, hey, that's a neat shot. But then Michael J. Fox leads across, and it's like, oh, okay, they're in the court playing basketball. I think he's okay at basketball. Do they ever say how good he? Ooh, hiccup.
I mean, it was mentioned in the movie that he was one of the best players. His dad said it in the movie, if you remember.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like he seemed to be pretty decent.
Yeah, he's sweaty as hell. Which we were yesterday trying to film this review in the car.
Jeez. That was horrible.
Just getting off work, we're like, "Hey, you want to do this real quick?"
Black.
And then, my phone overheated, and we were rolling on that. That was going good.
It was pretty good, but
we were almost done.
Guess what? Nothing.
Yeah. God, we're so fucking stupid. No.
Oh
well. I lost my train of thought. The coach wanted to forfeit, and he was talking to the other coach about it, and who's the other coach? I was like, man, this guy looks familiar. Yep. I look it up. Troy Evans, a younger Troy Evans.
Oh, yeah, and he was smaller.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know who that is, he was Roger Predactor in Ace Ventura, the first one. He found Captain Winky and died.
He did not kill himself like Jeffrey Epstein.
I said that joke in the last one. I was about to say it again. He stole my joke.
Wah.
Wah. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so they're playing. He shoots the ball. He misses. It's like, you suck. But I have no right to talk because I'm allergic to sports. I also wrote down his friend is weird. What's his friend's name? Do you remember? I forgot to write it down.
Oh,
it begins with an S, doesn't
it? Styles.
He wears interesting shirts throughout the movie. Two of them, I don't remember what they said, but
there's two specific
ones. This first one, which I still want to find, life sucks, then you die, which is totally true. Yeah.
It is great.
Yeah. He seems like an okay friend,
Yeah. I mean, he's always trying to do some shit that's shady.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I like at the liquor store later. Yeah.
that was good. That was good.
Yeah. So should I call him Michael J. Fox or Scott?
You go with Scott.
Okay. So Scott's dad owns a hardware store and he works with him. He gets to work, he's late. And he's sitting there minding his own, talks to his dad, minds his own business. And then he starts to freak out because he hears something, a loud whistle. And it's a little kid blowing a dog whistle. And we can't hear it, but he can because, spoilers, he's a werewolf. I don't know about spoilers. I said in the synopsis, so.
See, the first time I saw that movie, and whenever he was blowing the whistle, it was piercing his ears. So I'm thinking, okay, why isn't his dad being affected by it? So I was very confused about that.
Yeah, because of, spoiler, his dad's one also. We'll get to that. Oh, well. Oops.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to. I usually like to say spoiler alert. So this video is meant for you to just relax and listen if you want to listen about a movie. Okay, you don't have to watch to see our faces. I'm not saying we're ugly. I'm just saying that you don't have to see our faces if you don't want to. So
I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't. Yeah. So he gets annoyed with the sound, walks up to the kid, slaps him in the back of the head. Which I like.
It's broken.
Yeah, it's broken. And just walk. Does he just walk away?
Yeah, he just gets up and walks away.
It's broken. They're at dinner, him and his dad, and he says he wants to quit the team. It's like, why don't you just do it?
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
But I wrote down his friend's a moron because he tries to go to the store to get alcohol. He's doing that old thing where you put the alcohol up there and you're trying to...
Got a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, and he's trying to point out ain't this the pits? Talking about, oh, this is so dumb. Why do they do this? Kind of like trying to weasel his way into doing it.
I don't know, a hard day at work and stuff like that. And his boss did this, and
yeah, but didn't work. So
the old man, he gets through all that, and he said, "Can I see your ID?" Sport.
He comes out. He's all whining. Was there a scene?
He's whining like a little bitch.
Like who? Who's that sound like? Tell me, who's that sound like?
You.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And Josh.
No, Josh whines way less than me. Does a scene happen before MJ goes in there?
I can't remember. Wow.
I think I may have missed something. But, oh well, so we're just going to jump to where I left off. He sends Scott in there to get the beer, but do it. So,
he has a toy gun, a squirt gun, actually. And he's like, put it in your pocket like this.
Dude,
like, that don't work.
Just remember the movies everyone would try to do that.
It might have worked back in 1950, but not in 1985.
Also, too, what if that guy had a gun? Because you ever notice in most stores
Shoot
or
him
something,
in the face.
in some kind of stores, they'll always pull out a shotgun for everything,
And shoot him in the face with it.
So he tries to get the beer. The guy won't let him. So wolf stuff's happening again. So he looks at him, eyes turn red, which is always this and another scene are the two most memorable scenes in the movie. But his eyes turn red and his voice deepens and is, "Give me a keg of beer." And what the guy
these?
Oh yeah, he's like, "And these." I always forget about that. I always like when they do that. And this, kind of like a Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, exactly.
When he's talking about the drinks, and then he's like, "What?
Big gulps, huh?"
Yeah, he puts all the stuff on the table. They're gonna buy this too.
Big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
So
stupid.
They end up at a high school party, and so weird party, some party I've never been to because they got people, a boy and a girl tied up in their underwears, covered in, I guess, whipped cream.
Yeah,
and
kind of weird. They got cream.
Yeah, and I also wrote Jello on this.
Yeah,
what was the Jello?
The Jello is whenever he told Chose that he had to eat the whole bowl of Jello.
Okay,
and then that blonde chick was like, "What do I have to do?" And he pours the Jello down her shirt.
Oh
Pours
yeah.
it down her shirt, and then Chubbs grabs her, and yeah.
Which that guy is Mark Holton. I've seen him in things before, but I know him mostly from Pee Wee's Big Adventure. He's Francis.
Yep, Francis, and then he played John Wayne Gacy in that TV movie from the early 2000s.
I remember that.
That was a crazy.
That was everyone's obsession with serial killers now, and just watching all them true crime things. Early 2000s, they spit out a lot of those made-for-TV serial killer movies. Like they had
Ted Bundy.
It was called Bundy. They were all by last name.
Yeah, Bundy.
It had Bundy. It had Dahmer, which Jeffrey Dahmer was played by Hawkeye himself, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
My first introduction to that guy.
And then back in 2001 or 2, they had Zodiac with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh no, that's 2007.
Oh, that was 2007? I thought it was 2001. My bad.
Yeah. And then like they had those and Gacy, and then they had Ed Gein, which the guy that got to play him in the movie looked I don't know the word, just exactly like him, which was pretty crazy. Anyway, let's get back to the movie.
All right.
I don't know what that got us off track, so not you. So I guess choking. Not soon enough. So I was Michael J. Fox. Scott gets put in the closet with his friend. What's her name?
Booth.
Oh, a fact about that I found out.
Okay.
So I wrote all these facts that I wanted to say like about the movie, but I couldn't find much.
It just kind of pops up in your head.
Literally yesterday I see a Facebook reel that talks about some scenes, which we'll talk about in a second. But I forgot her full name, but she was named after the girlfriend of someone in this movie, like behind the scenes.
Okay.
I don't remember who. That's the one thing I forgot to write it down because the reel disappeared. Once I saw it, I was going to save it, but I forgot it. So, oops. But yeah, she was named after someone, but they call her Boof. Boof. Sorry. So they get put in the closet together, and I guess they're getting closer, and I think they kiss. Huh?
Yeah, they start making out in the closet.
And shit goes down, and she says, "Oh, you scratched me." So you think,
she slaps the piss out of him too.
Slapped him hard, and
they walk out of the closet.
Yeah. No, I was thinking because I was trying to remember how the scene went because it almost like they come out and almost they don't focus on her, but once she starts to leave, the focus turns on her because they want her to turn around so we can see the scratches on her back.
I like how whenever they're still in the closet, she slaps the hell out of them. Styles goes, "It's awfully quiet in there." Think they're dead?
No, I totally missed that. That's hilarious.
It's like only one way to find out.
So, he scratches her, and so he ends up leaving the party and goes home. And here comes, I guess this will be the number one memorable scene from the. I said there was 2, there's 3. Now that I'm just talking, I remember 4, but I'll get to it. So he goes to the bathroom at his house and he changes into the werewolf, which I really like the design of his werewolf.
Yeah, that was really cool.
The fur coming out the sleeves.
Yeah, the dad's werewolf setup was kind of weird.
Yeah, so he turns and his dad's knocking to try to get his attention, and he don't want his dad to see him because he doesn't want to freak out his dad.
Yeah.
So he says,
an explanation is probably long overdue.
Yeah, when opens the door, and the dad is, which that's another fact on the thing saying that when they saw his werewolf, apparently people were, I think they may have been laughing at it.
Oh, okay.
For a long distance in the movie because he came out to talk to him about why it happens, but people were still laughing while they were trying to talk serious, so no one could hear.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
I think that's how it was. They said they were all hooting and hollering about it. So
Scott's dad, his werewolf looked like Jeremiah Johnson. If you don't know who that is, that's Robert Redford in a movie called Jeremiah Johnson. but only with gray hair. It was really weird.
So he tells Scott that he was hoping that it skips a generation because apparently it does, but every once in a while in the family. But
Oh, that hit him right in the damn face.
Yeah, hit him right in the face. And I wrote this down too. He gave him an Uncle Ben moment. He basically told him, with great power comes great responsibility. Not exactly in those words, but that's basically what it was.
Yep.
So, yeah. He's a werewolf now, and Dad knows. I don't think I'd want to be a werewolf.
No, I couldn't do that. No.
And I think him and his friend were in the garage, huh? Styles,
Yeah.
They were in the garage, and another shirt.
What are you looking at, Dick Nose?
I was trying to get him to say it yesterday, and
I forgot it.
Yeah, he forgot it, but now he got it. But yeah, what are you looking at, Dick Nose? I think I'm going to look up that shirt too.
I want to find that shirt.
I didn't mention it too when we were trying to record, but
right.
He wore it in school.
Yes, he wore it in school. Yeah.
When I was in school, we weren't even allowed to wear shirts with like beer logos on them. And he wears a shirt and says, "What are you looking at, Dick Nose?" But they were in the garage, and they were talking, I guess, about the closet, and nothing happened. He said, and then he gives them the old '80s term, "What are you a?"
He's like, "If you're going to tell me you're a
F slur," which I lost my train of thought.
But he tells them,
I'm not
an
F slur. I kind of want to say the word, not to be rude, because it's part of the movie. I'm not trying to offend anyone, but someone may take it wrong,
right.
But whatever. Anyway, so they kind of get into it, and then he turns to the werewolf, and he sees him, freaks out for a second, not too long.
Yeah, he stumbled, almost busted his ass.
Yeah, and then they're like, everything's okay now,
and he's like, what would the Teen Wolf be able to do? And he's like, I can smell what you're looking for. And he's like, the stash? And he, off the bat, found it.
I totally missed that.
Yep.
I think I was half asleep because I watched this a few days ago. And
that's what comes from watching this movie over and over again as a kid. Yeah. You memorize some things.
Also, I think I don't remember which part of the scene comes in because it's been a while, but the principal or vice principal, whoever he is, kind of
he's an asswipe to him.
Yeah, and he gets onto him about something, and then he runs away. And I thought it was weird that there was no signs of there was wet floor signs, but there was no sign that the floor not the floor was leaking, the roof was leaking. Because when he took off and he was trying to run down the hallway, there was puddles of water. Like whenever he slipped on one, you saw like a big old puddle come up. He's like, damn, this janitor's just dumping the bucket on the ground. I think he's 2 weeks to retirement, probably.
Something like that. And he warned him, watch out for the wet floor. But damn, why'd you put that much water on the floor?
Yeah, I know. That was. I had to write that note because I was like, I've mopped floors many times, but I don't leave that much water.
No.
But he comes home and sees his dad play basketball with Boof. Boof. Okay, no. I'm not doing that
wrong with us.
There's a lot wrong. Mostly me. And she's like, you want to walk me home? And he's like, nah, I don't think to. His dad's like, what are you, a F slur?
God, go.
Just do it.
Just do it.
God.
Stupid.
And so we're at the next basketball game, Things happen. And then he decides to turn it. Well, I don't think he decided.
Well, if you remember, he gets the ball from the opponent, and they get into a big squabble. Well, he's turning into the werewolf. They don't realize it. So he just busts up out of there, and they're like, oh, shit.
Everyone reacts about seeing a werewolf for 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
That's what it was.
And then everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
And he's like a badass on the court after that.
He's the best now. And I think they Wolf. Now here comes the Wolf montage where he's a wolf doing other things. Like I think they went to a diner. Yeah, and this is another memorable scene.
After they won the game.
Yeah, they go to the diner. They're carrying him. They put him down, and they hand him a beer can. He bites into it with his fangs, and it shoots out each side. I just always remember that scene too. But and then montage all wolf stuff, and then
gets he's to like the play. Popular now.
Yep, he's the cool guy now. Cool werewolf. So the powers start, going to his head, and he goes to the school play. Which, was he in the school play already?
He was approached to be in the school play by, I can't remember her name.
The one girl?
Yeah, the one that he has a crush on, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember her name now.
I don't remember it either.
Anyway.
Yeah, so they do it, and he's the wolf doing it. Everything's okay. They go into the thing to get undressed, and he's not the wolf anymore. So she's, I guess,
her top off.
Oh yeah, she takes the top off, and I love titties, but I don't know. There's something about
thank you for titties.
There's something about side boob that I find really cool. I don't know what it is. But it's like
it's glorious. I'm just saying
it's glorious. It's like anticipation to see the whole thing, but you get just the tease.
Of course, yeah. Just the tease, yeah.
And I guess they do it or whatever. Something's going down, and then you hear that stock wolf howl.
The howl,
yeah. That the one that
the vice principal's life.
And he's looking out there. You find out why he's like that in a minute.
Pamela. That's her name.
Was it Pamela? Pamela. So they go bowling, and he's the wolf. Everything's going good, and he thinks that Pamela is his girlfriend, but she says no.
No, you remember who her boyfriend was?
The big guy.
Yeah, Mick.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Mick. Asshole, by the way.
Yes. I've seen him in things, huh? That
guy? He's been in other things. I just can't remember what else he played in.
Ooh. So he kind of being snarky to the guy. The guy's trying to keep his cool, but Scott's the one being the asshole. Yeah. And now everyone don't like him. Everyone liked him as a wolf, and now they don't. And then here's the scene, another memorable scene. I remember more memorable scenes than I thought.
Right.
God, he forget. Yeah, because now as we're talking about it, bringing it up, he decides to get on the roof. So Scott gets up there doing handstands and all kinds of stuff.
Backflips and all that, yeah.
And his dad sees him, and it's one of those things like,
you're just acting like a dumbass. Like, yeah, pretty much. We called him a fool, but yeah.
And and the dad tells him, because he mentioned to him that the principal is a vice principal. Yeah, I did write it down. Vice principal. That they have a history. Do you remember exactly what happened? Go ahead.
Well, I don't remember the actual history, but there was one specific part in there. It was at the dance, if you remember.
Yeah.
He gets into a fight with the Mick dude, tears his shirt up and everything like that. So he storms out. He goes back into the school and everything like that. Well, the vice principal follows him. And that's when they're, just like always, he's really hard on him. He's a hard ass to him. And then that's when his dad pops up. He's about to get kicked out of school.
Yeah.
And then his dad comes up and he just gets up in his face and everything like that.
Does he do a growl?
He does the growl.
Yeah.
He does the growl and then he pisses himself.
Yeah. Because I think that was the story too.
That was part of the story.
Yeah. Because he tells him that I think that they got into it.
It was over a girl.
Yeah, it was
if I
over a
remember
girl.
correctly, yeah.
And he did the same thing. He scared him so much that he pissed himself.
Because if you remember, when he was telling the story about them being in school, he revealed himself as the wolf to Thorn.
That's right, he did.
Yep.
Yeah. But I also wrote down here, too, Boof likes you, you stupid moron. It's like, what are you even going after this other girl for? This girl likes you, and she's cute. Like,
just what are you doing? Just do it. Just go for it, man.
What a loser.
But he wants the popular hot girl. So I don't know.
Do you remember being in school, like people like, oh, the popular girl, the cool guy? And
honestly, when I was in high school, it was like, no, you're a snobby bitch. I don't want nothing to do with you. That was just me, though.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything like that in my school. No,
there was in my school. No. I paid no attention to it.
Yeah,
but anyway,
like we said, he gets in a fight with. He's the wolf, but he decides to not be the wolf. And he's the wolf because he gets in the fight with Mick, and then all the other stuff happens, and then he just decides to leave, And then he tries to do the play. He doesn't want to be the wolf.
And he tells the teacher that, and he's like, "Okay, let's see how I can put this. No wolf, no part."
So he leaves.
You asshole! Yeah, that's messed up.
Like, just because he's a wolf, like. There was no wolf back in the day, but then I guess there were wolves. Werewolves.
Werewolves. So stupid.
All right, so here we finally get to the part that we could have finished yesterday, so we didn't have to do this. But it's the big game. They want the wolf to win. He don't want to be.
He don't want to be the wolf.
So
that's his right.
Yep.
Get over it.
Yeah, just play. Let's just play. So they end up doing good. Make the long story short, that was it. They won. He got fouled, I think. Was it Mick? Wasn't he on the other team?
Mick got fouled. That's whenever he had the 2 free throws.
Yes.
And that last free throw, he made it, and that's what won them the game. They won by 1 point.
Yeah. I was trying to think, I thought that Mick guy was on their team.
No.
So I guess he didn't go to that school?
No, he did not go to the school. Because remember, he was playing against them at the very beginning of the movie. Remember, he knocked him down, fouled him?
Oh.
He was like, you guys suck.
Yeah.
No, really?
You suck, you jackass. Yeah. And, all that happens, and they win the game. And
he gets the girl.
He gets
Boof.
Shut up. No, I'm talking to me. Shut up, me. And then here comes the urban legend we're talking about. So I remember hearing about it when I was younger, that there was someone in the crowd, an extra, that exposed themselves during the final scene.
What the hell, really?
I'll show you this clip after we're done.
Wow.
But
I did not know that.
Yeah, and everyone's like, and I'm thinking to myself, I guess someone's TT bird is hanging out of their pants.
It's a little pedophile-ish there.
Yeah.
He's at a high school game.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, why do they do that? Well, so the urban legend was debunked.
Okay.
Because it wasn't a man. It was a woman, and her pants were undone, but she was wearing white panties. Apparently, she was in the crowd sitting, and she unbuttoned her pants because her pants were uncomfortable. And so she stood up after the game. Everyone was. I guess she didn't think the camera was on her. And she was pulling them up and buttoning them back. And if I show you the scene,
right,
that's exactly what it looks like.
Okay. Hey, she was probably bloated.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Like I feel right now. Look at that. Don't do it.
Fat.
Shut your mouth. Yeah, so it wasn't a penis and it wasn't a vagina. It was just someone who had their pants unbuttoned and went to button them up.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Nice, good guess, Vince. uh, so yeah, and the slow montage, not montage. What's the word?
The credits.
Yeah, the credits. He's up in the air, but it's going slow while the credits roll.
Speaking of the credits, I wonder how many people it took to lift Chubbs off the ground.
Who was Chubbs, the Francis guy?
Yeah.
From Pee-wee? Oh, I don't know. No, did anybody lift him?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah, because he made
God rest
quite a
their
bit of the
souls.
points in that last game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was one of the best players. Yeah, and the credits roll, and that is Teen Wolf. We're done. We don't have to record it again.
That was finally got it.
Yes, that was good. That was good.
We did it.
Yes, we did it. Yay. Yeah, actually getting the chance to watch this movie for the first time all the way through, I really enjoyed it. It'd be a while before I go back to it, mostly because I've been trying to talk about this, do this video so many times, kind of burn out on it. But no, it wasn't a bad movie at all. And Corbett, I don't know if you've seen any of our other episodes,
Yeah,
or
I
other
have.
two. We like to just be honest and rate the movie between 1 and 10.
Right.
So you go first. What do you think?
Me personally, I give it probably a 8.
You give it an 8?
Yes, I give it an 8.
That's good. That's
Because
good.
it's a very good movie. I mean, it all depends on what your taste is in movies like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie. That's why I'm giving it an 8.
All right. So watching the movie, like I said, for the first time all the way through. And plus Michael J. Fox. I like Michael J. Fox a lot. His best movie is Back to the Future. I don't care what anybody says. That's what it is.
Yeah.
My opinion. Well, didn't you talk about it before? One of your favorite
One
ones
of my
was
favorite ones was The Frighteners.
But
that was one of my
everybody
favorites.
loves Back to the Future, which we're going to talk about soon. So 85, duh. Can't miss that out. Getting a chance to watch the movie, and Michael J. Fox. I like Michael J. Like I said, I like Michael J. Fox, but I haven't seen every movie that he did, and while I may not like every movie that he did, Michael J. Fox is usually one of the best parts in it because he's just such a charming dude.
Right. There was a TV show that he did in the either late 90s. I think it was the late 90s. Was it Spin City? I think it was called.
I think it was.
Yeah, that was a pretty good show.
There was also another show around that time, or maybe a little. I don't know.
Spin City.
Called Just Shoot Me. I don't know if that was it. I think
that
it may
was
have been
that was David Spade.
That was David Spade.
That was David Spade.
I get those two mixed up. Joe Dirt, Marty McFly mixed up. Dang. But yeah, I'm stalling, but getting to watch it. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, like I said. So I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Okay. That's pretty
Average,
good. That's pretty good.
but good. Yes. So
it's like that particular movie. This movie just kind of it gave me a good feeling whenever I watched it. That's why I give it an 8.
Okay, so that's it. We're gonna have. I'm gonna do a little announcement that we're going to start working on videos for the upcoming seasons for the rest of the year. So right now, this is June 2nd, correct?
No, 3rd.
3rd. Yes, 3rd. Summertime. So we're going
Summer.
hot. We're going to look up any summertime, summer camp related movies for the next couple of months.
I have one in mind.
What?
I know what you did last summer. That's one to put on the list.
So forgot about that one. Haven't seen it in a while.
Right.
That's a good idea. So yeah, summertime, summer camp movies. Then comes close to fall. We're gonna be doing some scary movies, like especially around Halloween. which there's one particular that I know you like.
I want to be involved in that one.
Yeah, maybe Halloween. You want to be a part of that?
Yes, I do.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, so we'll look into that. And of course, Thanksgiving and then Christmas. And then next year, we're going to do whatever. So,
sounds good.
Yes, we're going to be doing seasons or summertime.
And if you do Thanksgiving, you got to do Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, I may have to do that.
And then, of course, Christmas.
I don't think there's a whole lot of movies. I think some kind of just spit out.
And then you have the movie Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
That's a good review right there.
Yes. I remember I've only seen it once, but I enjoyed it. And I hope they do another one. You know how that movie started off as a fake trailer, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Do you remember back in 2007, they did Grindhouse?
Yes.
Planet Terror and Death Proof. Thanksgiving was one of the fake trailers.
Wow. I did not realize that. Okay. That's pretty cool.
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, so that's the plan for the rest of the year. And I know these reviews have been far apart. It's been rough getting us together because I didn't realize, life was going to get in the way, which I understand.
It always does.
So that's why we decided to do this. So hopefully we can get what we need out for the rest of the year soon. So, yeah.
Got plenty of Christmas movies to do.
Plenty of Christmas movies. But, all right. I don't know exactly how to end this, but I think we're going to stop right there. Thank you for listening to the video and watching it if you won't. I don't know why you're watching it. See our faces. Well,
we're not very good looking, but hey.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Just don't forget the usual. Like this video, please. Share it with your friends. Leave a comment if you want. Positive or negative.
And subscribe.
And subscribe too. Mostly I would like a positive comment, but if you got something negative, just be a nice negative.
Gotta be open to criticism.
Yeah. No, I know. I was gonna do a joke right there. I was gonna say
I messed it up.
Yeah. It's okay though, but I'm still gonna do it. Never mind, I forgot. All right. I'm gonna stop right there. Thank you everyone for listening.